how about fill in the blank types of questions, Heather? How should we go about tackling this type of question?
All right, well, fill in the blank. What we're looking at right now looks like a bunch of numbers. Oftentimes it will just be a sentence or a clause that's missing some information. So in that sort of instance, I would try, again, what we've been doing with the other ones, answering the question before you even see your available options, right? Try and place something in that makes sense. In this situation, we're looking at numbers. So I need to just, again, NCURB is giving us information, giving us everything that we need to answer the question right in front of us. So what I see here is that they're showing us a guaranteed maximum price or in GMP with a certain number. And they're saying that there was a change to that number with a change order. And then they're showing us what that new change is. Now, if I look at those numbers, I'm trying to figure out where they got that $1,511,644 from. And I pull up my calculator, which is a tool on your computer.
Yeah, I think if I pull this up here, I can just show everyone. So this is from our practice exams here at Black Spectacles, which is modeled after the real thing. So just so you know, Heather's talking about pulling up a calculator. Well, you're going to have a real calculator. So for example, you'd have something like this. Go ahead, Heather.
Sure. And I know a lot of people are going to complain about this calculator. It's pretty old school. It's not the most intuitive thing or easiest to use, but the goal that NCARB is doing here is to keep a baseline for everybody. Everybody gets the exact same tools and this is privy to the same privileges.
Right.
So that was my side note. Sorry. So now if we go back to our GMP, if we just subtract that $7,166 from that GMP prior to the change, we're going to get that first number. And so just based on the information that they've given me, I can see that all they've done is added two numbers together to get something. So I'm going to go to the next one, and they're showing me that once again there was another change order. How much has it changed? What is the new GMP, including the change order? Well, all they did before, based on what I just looked at, is they added two numbers together. So I'm going to whip out that calculator again. I'm going to take that new number that they have there, that you have starred there, add the 6,456 to it, and call it a day.
And you're going to get 1,518,100 will be the answer. Okay.
And I recommend doing the math just twice. The first time I did this, I myself had a typo, so I'd recommend doing it twice just to make sure you get the same answer both times.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Also, you should know, and this is something that we have set up here on our practice exams, is you go in here and you type in whatever numbers you want. You might, I know this is sort of a silly example because the number is so huge, 1,518,000, whatever it is, right? Most people aren't going to really consider typing the words out, but you might, if the answer was 4, you might type the number 4. You might actually type in the word for. You might put a capital F or a lowercase f. So just know that, and I'm remembering when we were sitting in with NCARB and we were asking about fill in the blank question types. Go with your gut, but just know that, don't sweat it. These guys they've thought through, and this goes even to the some of these other question types we have coming up, is that, they know that someone might type the word for. They know that someone might put in a capital F. They know that someone might put the number 4 in there. So they've accommodated all those kinds of different variations that someone might encounter as they go into these next type of questions.
Yeah, I think that's a great point to note. A lot of times people are worried, in an answer like this, what happens if I don't put the commas in? Yeah. Do I get it wrong?
Right.
No, you're not going to get it wrong. Like Mark is saying, they have a little bit of a built-in buffer.
Yeah, I think that's a good word. Buffer. Good. I almost wrote buffet because I haven't had lunch yet, so apparently I'm hungry.